Artists don't have the time or resource to create a beautiful media piece that represents them well digitally, nor do they have the PR know-how or the technical know-how to distribute that to their intended audience of professionals and fans. During my time completing my master's, I started designing websites for my friends because they were getting great big jobs, and one in particular won the Met Council auditions. So she had a little spot in the New York Times, and her website started getting all these hits, and it was really bad, and she didn't have the wherewithal or the capability to do that herself. I really wanted to take a crack at her website, and a few months later we hit publish. I knew it was better than what she had before. Over the course of the following 3 months, I fielded about 100 requests for individual artist websites. And I was freelancing almost 40 hours a week by the time I completed my degree, so I decided to explore that side of my professional life a little longer in Bloomington. Since then, I've fielded about 800 requests, which I obviously couldn't fill all on my own, and I have a small team. We couldn't fill all of them, so we had originally tried to help automate that process by creating templates for our clients, but that was still a pretty big technical lift for these artists. And so the next logical step seemed to be to connect all of those websites, and that's where the idea for a network specifically for the live performing arts really evolved. If you're applying for a job and you have to put down a recommendation, you're likely going to call someone who knows you and your work really well, and that implies that you've worked together for a year minimum. In a gig economy, we don't always have those relationships. Even though a person that we've worked with might be a positive reflection on our professional narrative, it's much harder to tap into who that is because of the gig economy aspect. How can I create an experience where someone isn't damned for changing their job position really frequently? Which is what would happen on LinkedIn. If you change your job description every week, that is gonna have a really negative look. You're gonna look flaky. Whereas on Stagetime, we were trying to create a feeling with the product and a precedent where sharing those updates more frequently is actually a positive thing. Most performers especially respond incredibly positively to Stagetime because they can see right off the bat that it's going to serve them well. They look at a profile and they can see, oh wow, my headshot goes there, my video goes there, there's my short bio, my institutions, and an audio clip, all above the fold. My experience with IU Ventures was really, really neat because it evolved over time. I met with them initially and there was interest, but we had a lot of room to grow as Stagetime. So by the time it was a good opportunity match for them and for us to raise capital, the pre-existing relationship allowed, I think, all of us to do so with way more information than we could have otherwise, which I think is what set the deal up to be so successful. I wouldn't have believed where I was now a year ago, but I'm really thrilled, and the support from IU Ventures and the Dimension Mill has been unparalleled. There's no resource I don't have, as far as I'm concerned, and my biggest problem as a non-technical founder and a younger first-time founder is that sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and they're even helpful beyond my lack of ability to ask questions. They're able to help say, have you thought about this? And that's been really, really helpful to us too.